Welcome. Welcome back to my channel Conquer the Fear. Are you dreaming of working at Meta, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google? In this video, we are going to transition from beginning to the MAANG ready in no time. The MAANG companies are hiring the top engineers like you. So without wasting our time, I would like to jump into the video where in this video, I would like to disclose all the necessary steps, all the prerequisite, what our engineers require to crack this particular interviews and join the companies, the MANG, right? So let's discuss. Becoming a MANG engineer is highly competitive, but definitely it is achievable. To land a job in one of these particular prestigious companies, you will need to go through the series of steps focusing on both technical and the soft skills. So here are the details and the roadmap for the essential steps and the prerequisite. The very first thing is building a strong foundation in computer science. So before even you think about applying for a MANG companies, you need to have a very strong grasp of the core computer science concepts. Now this includes data structure. So data structure, when you say, it is going to be array, linked list, tag, queues, hash map, heap, graph, trees, and tries, etc. So you have to be well prepared on this. Now, when it comes to algorithm, sorting, searching, dynamic programming, greedy algorithms, divide and conquer, backtracking, etc. So you need to be mastering these particular algorithms. So be well prepared. System design, when it comes to learning how the large scale system works, example designing the url shortener or distributed systems, load balancing, etc. So you need to be prepared in that. Now when it comes to databases, in today's world, like we earlier it used to be sql, now we have a technologies like NoSQL, acid properties, normalization, indexing. So you need to master these concepts. Now, many languages are object oriented. So classes, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction are quite important. These are the important things you need to be well prepared of. Concurrency and multi-threading. Now, these particular concepts like deadlock, race condition, mutex, or semaphore, and give you an added advantage when you are prepared for it. So if you want to master this particular programming languages, so my MANG companies are usually requiring the knowledge of one of these particular more languages. So while specific languages depending on the role and the team, the following are commonly used, right? So Python, it is great for coding interviews due to its simplicity and power, right? Java, now it is widely used at companies like Google, Amazon, okay. C++ is used for high performing application at the companies like Google and the Meta. JavaScript from the front end or the full stack roles at the companies like Meta and Amazon. So focus on one of these particular these languages in depth. Now the next step is building a portfolio to showcase your skills, work on the personal projects, contribute to an open source on or building something meaningful in your free time, right? So your GitHub profile should reflect those things. Now project with the real world application, the clean and code efficient things, well written documentation and the test cases. So you should contribute to the open source project showing your initiatives, and also this can lead to a professional opportunities. So mindful of that and take an opportunity and lead that. So now you have to be ready with the developing the problem solving skills. So the most of the MANG interviews process revolve around the problem solving. So you should be able to solve the coding challenges on the platforms like Lead Code. So Lead Code is going to focus on the medium and the hard problems. The second platform is HackerRank. Now this is great for algorithms and the data structure challenges. Okay. The third platform is Code Signal and the Code Wars. So it is going to sharpen your problem solving skills. Now you need to understand the time and the space complexity. So you should be able to evaluate the efficiency of your solution. So big annotations. Practice consistently. So solve at least one problem a day, starting from easy problem to moving it to the hard one. So you will need to develop the speed and the accuracy. Now prepare for the behavioral interview questions. So Mango companies values cultural fit. So ready to discuss for your experience how you can handle the challenges. Use like star situation, that is situation, task, action, result, method. Okay, so make sure you are prepared for system design preparation. Now, in addition to the algorithms and the data structure, what we discussed, you also need to demonstrate the system design skills. Now, MANG companies require engineers to design scalable, efficient, and the reliable systems. Now, topics what we are going to cover is scalability. Okay, so learn how to design the systems that can scale horizontally, the distributed systems. Reliability, so and for fault tolerance, so you have to design the system that are highly available and can tolerate failure. Cap theorem, now you should understand the trade-off between the consistency, availability, and the partition tolerance. Now, design patterns, when it comes to design patterns like singleton, factory, observer, and many other things, you should be well aware of it. Cloud computing, so familiar with yourself with AWS, Google platform, Azure, and many other cloud platform. So you should be quite ready. Now we are well prepared on the behavior and the cultural fit interviews. Now MANG companies place a huge emphasis on cultural fit. Prepare for the behavioral interviews by reflecting on your past work experience, your leadership skills, potentials, and the problem solving capabilities. So prepare for the questions like tell me about yourself which led to a project, or the tell me about our time you which led to a project. How do you handle conflicts in your team? How do you prioritize your tasks when you have a multiple deadlines? Okay, learn the company's core values and learn align with your answer to those things. So MANG companies generally value like the concept of like ownership, collaboration, innovation, continuous learning, right? So we make sure you are well prepared on these areas. Now, after this, we have to go for the mock interviews. So, mock interviews are quite essential for building the confidence and simulating the actual interview. So, it will give you confidence to crack any interviews. So, use the platforms like Pram, Interviewing IO, Exorism, right? So, these platforms are the real time mock interviews with other candidates. So, experts and the help you to redefine your approach to problem solving and the communication. So make sure you prepare well enough. So make sure you apply to jobs. So once you build a solid foundation, start applying. You can directly apply through the company's career portal or use platforms like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, or Indeed, right? So tailor your resume to a specific role and ensure it highlights your technical skills. So programming languages, tools, etc. Your achievements, so impact on the project or the key contribution, your education, so if it is relevant. Okay, so relevant experience or your personal project, so make sure you update these particular details and apply. Interview process overview. So each MANG companies has got a slightly different interview process, but typically it is going to revolve around the phone screen. So one or two in technical interviews over the phone with the recruiters or the engineers. So focus on coding and solving problem solving skills. So on-site interviews, okay. So a full day of interviews including the coding problem, system design, and the behavioral interviews. Now, if you succeed in the above rounds, you will receive an offer. Okay, so that is the process. Interview focus. So, technical interviews, algorithm, data structure, system design, and the coding problem should be a focus. So, make sure you are learning those things. Now, behavioral interviews are quite important. Okay, so fit with the team, past experience, and what is your leadership potential. They will like to check that things. Now, post interviews and the negotiation. If you receive a job offer, congratulations. But before accepting the and research about the company's package, compensation, benefit, and other terms. So, MANG companies offer competitive salaries. So, be sure to negotiate. Now, I would like to discuss the key resources for the preparation. That is like, first we have to check for the books like, cracking the coding interviews, element of programming interview, system design interview. So there are some online platform as well like Lead Code, Educative.io, HackerRank, Interview.io, right, which we already discussed. Pram for free interview mocks, then Exorism that is going to improve your programming skills. So make sure you do that. Now, soft skills are quite important. Your communication skills, your problem solving skill approach, feedback, these are quite important because when you're practicing explaining through your thought process clearly, your coding process, system design, interviews, etc., you have to break the problem into the smaller component and communicate your approach step by step, right? So these MAANG companies often ask you to optimize certain solution during the interview. So make sure you are well prepared on that part. I would like to discuss the timelines. So basically, for the initial 2 to 3 months, apply for jobs, start for the mock interviews, refine your behavioral interview process. 3 to 6 months, start working on your personal projects, contributing to your open source and solving problems on the coding platform. Now, next 6 months to 12 months, strengthen your fundamentals in algorithm, data structure, and the system design. Now, to sum up the key points what we have discussed, preparation is the key. So, man companies are looking for strong fundamental technical skills, problem solving skills, ability, and the cultural fit. So, continuous learning, keep practicing coding problems or working on improving your soft skills and system design knowledge. So, perseverance is one important thing. Don't be discouraged by the setbacks. Okay, if you are failed up, that's not a problem. You can prepare, and it can take several rounds of application before you succeed. So be persistent, it will pay off. Okay, so good luck on your journey to become the MANG engineer. If you need any other help or specific resources or the practical material, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching.